calendar, but I was thinking about something comes up on our end, and I guess that would just be the student needing to cancel. So it will
We'll go and look at one of yours that has been booked. Hopefully one has been booked that's not canceled. And then we can see that.
Okay.
Maybe I can make an. All right, Larry, have you practiced with this system at all?
I have looked at it. I did set my working hours.
Okay. And what about sending meeting notices to other people?
Well, as I guess I sent the notice out to somebody I shouldn't have, one of my students.
Yeah.
So
but have you used the system though?
I know it
versus
works.
sending a link? It works. So what we need for you to do is practice in the system. So we'll make sure you're practicing from this point.
Okay.
If we scroll up a little bit more, maximum number of attendees per event. So we only have a 1-to-1 session. There are no group sessions set here. We have no more notes. We have no more information, but we have the 1-day reminder and an hour before reminder. So 1 day, and if you click the upward buttons, So this is what they receive. Just a friendly reminder, your appointment is set for tomorrow with Career and Employment Resources. If you need to reschedule or cancel this appointment, so that's in that document, that's on Teams as well.
Good.
And then 1 hour before, a quick reminder, your appointment is blah, blah, blah.
Good. Good.
The next piece here, we're not going to send it. I think I mentioned this before, but when they set the appointment, and once you practice, you'll automatically get a reminder notice. So we're not going to send another reminder on top of the reminder. So we have 1 reminder, 1 day before reminder, and then 1 hour before. So they're getting 3 notifications about this one appointment, which is quite a bit.
Great. That is good.
Yeah, it's definitely good. And then we don't have to generate anything.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
It's helpful. That's one thing. I'm happy we have this because that's the one thing I did like about EagleQ is all the reminders. So I didn't have to call saying anything.
Right. I have in here the additional information. So let's say if someone said, well, I want to get started today. I don't want to wait till next week. They'll have that link for our career exploration webpage in their information. Okay. So here we have enable your text messages. So I've gotten 20 of those because I set those appointments yesterday as practice. So I got those reminders and text messages. Sonia, you got the same?
I did. Text messages. I even tried with my Google Voice number just to see what that looks like too.
Good.
So
when you go into practice, Larry, we want you to practice like for real.
So let me explain what that is again. I'm not really sure I understand that.
So when a message is set, so I set an appointment with you.
Okay.
Then I receive a reminder via email and a reminder via text message.
Okay, so you get a text message. That's good. You get a message on the computer, your email as well as your text.
That's right, because when you're booking the appointment, you put in a phone number.
This is what it looks like. So this is the text that they got initially, that I received, confirmation booking with.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So when you say, Larry, you have to play around with this, what exactly am I doing?
You are booking appointments with anyone on the team, and we'll go to that booking page in a minute.
Okay.
But you can book any kind of appointment with anyone, but make sure you kind of put in there like dummy appointment or something.
Right.
So they'll know what it is, because with yours, it looks like a real appointment. I'm not sure. I try to put some names, Lovely Laura or Louis Vuitton or something, so you would distinguish it's not a real appointment.
I think mine was Sonia Test, so you would know.
That's right. Yeah, I saw that Sonia Test in there.
Mm-hmm.
I did see that.
Now, if you scroll up a little bit here, time increments, 45 minutes, down. We're going down, yeah.
Oh, there we go.
So time increments of 45 minutes. Is that what you're referring to, Sonia? Now, look, okay, let me break this down too. Now, when you're working with job searching and resume review, that's set up differently.
Okay.
They may have 15-minute increments on their end to where it could start at 9:15. So they have all kind of things going differently.
Oh, wow.
I try to keep hours more consistent with just 45 minutes. So start at 8, in at 8:45, start at 9, in at 9:45. So I try to keep it consistent.
So what do you suggest I do, knowing that, should I on my calendar, I saw that 45 minutes is the time slot that we have for pretty much all of our services. So should I, after, if I have an appointment from 9 to 9:45, should I on my Outlook calendar say something like no booking from 9:45 to 10?
No, remember it has the holding for 15 minutes after.
Okay.
So it's automatically going to block it out.
So this is, are you all able to see this? It's a pop-up that has my name on it. It's like the May 2020 calendar, my name. I did a screenshot. Are you able to see it? Okay. I did a screenshot on it just to kind of, because everything was 15-minute increments, all the appointment slots. It was like 9:45, 10, 10:15, 10:30. So I don't know what it looks like if a person if I'm scheduled with somebody, I don't know, at 10 o'clock, I didn't know if that 10:15 still just lingered out there or if the system automatically recognized that if I have an appointment from 10 to 10:45, I'm going to send it to you through. Lord, do you want me to text it to you?
We'll go back to it. So what happens there, regardless what time it starts, you're going to have a 15-minute buffer afterwards.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter. So on your calendar, it's going to look like a 1-hour appointment.
Okay. So
you may see it booked, but everything the person sees when they book is 45 minutes. 45 minutes.
Okay. Because I saw all the different, I just saw those different times, and I was curious, what is left available as optional appointments when a person books. Okay. That makes sense.
And like I said, you're dealing in two different systems.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a career development, and then we have a career and alumni kind of thing. So you'll see it differently than we would see because we deal with just one area.
I want to show it to you just so you can see so you'll know what I mean. And it may be that I may have to have another meeting to understand what's happening on Corey's team too. You want me to send it through text or in Teams as a message? How do you want me to send it to you? It's just a screenshot.
Screenshot. Well, it doesn't really matter right now. I'd rather have a meeting to talk with you about it.
Okay.
I can't see it, right now.
Okay, because I could have texted a picture to you. Okay, that works. Well,
so let's go on. We got a few more minutes. I want to make sure we have some of the basics down. And remember, this is a test week, so we have time.
Okay.
We don't have to rush and try to figure out everything, but this is kind of a time. Keep your questions jotted down, and over the week we can look at a little bit more. And then Friday also there's a open time to meet with Corey more. Mm-hmm. But if you send them to me earlier, we can discuss. Corey and I are discussing all day, every day. So if you send them to me earlier, I can discuss with her in advance and see what happens. But if not, then we have that Friday meeting open.
Okay.
Let's scroll all the way down here. I appreciate that. So we look at this general availability. It's the 8 to 5. Okay, so here what we have, this is just a typical work day. And we just have 8 to 5 listed. This is everyone's calendar. So between those hours, like I mentioned, block off whatever. We're not going to customize because that would be, for this tab, it's so hard to customize for each and every individual. So on the front end of your calendar, block out. And make sure if you're working certain days, certain times, that you have manually blocked out that time. Any questions about what that looks like? Now let's scroll down further here. Let's see what else we have. So for this service, this is Explore Career. It's only the 3 of us assigned for this area. So there it is. So everything we see here is just for the 3 of us. And if you scroll even further, that might be it on that calendar. Is this working again? Are you working? Is that the end of that, Sonia?
That's it.
So here, let's go back to the top and save, just in case something kicked out. Okay, wait a minute. My computer's working. Are you really working? Okay. So now let's go to determine a major or a program. Same here. We have the link. We have the service name. We have the 3 questions. Virtual, online meeting, 45 minutes, 15 minutes after. Let the customer manage, 1 person. And we have the same reminders, the same link to our webpage. And if you keep scrolling there, publishing options. So go there. That may be what's the problem. If you will click there, because I changed it to 45. If you change that 15-minute time increments, I'm not sure if that might have got changed during the practice because it's supposed to be 45 minutes. Maybe that's what you were seeing.
That might be because it was showing 15 minutes for each one. Each appointment was like 15 minutes apart.
Wow.
Okay. Now that's going to be on the other side of the house. That's exactly how it is.
That's not going to look. It's not going to look.
4:30. Okay. Let's scroll down. Keep scrolling. And keep going. Everything else is identical. And it should be the 3 of us again. So Sonia, if you will save that at the top. Hopefully that can remain saved.
Yes.
Now, let's look at review a resume because that's one you'll be working in as well. And let's see what that increment is.
45 minutes, and it's 5 minutes. So 5 minutes before and 10 minutes after.
So technically it's 15 minutes. If you look at it, you know, it's 15.
It's right there.
Yeah.
So 15 minutes, I'm trying to understand. So the actual appointment is 45 minutes.
Correct.
But you have a buffer time of 10 minutes after that appointment before the next appointment will start.
Well, as you see on that, you're referring to this one specifically.
This,
if you scroll back up,
because I saw 5 and 10.
right. So if you think about an appointment,
Mm-hmm.
and this is very interesting. 10 minutes after that appointment is a buffer,
Mm-hmm.
and then 5 minutes before the next appointment. So it could be a total of 15 minutes if you have back-to-back appointments, or it could be several hours in between, but you still have a 5-minute buffer before the meeting starts.
Okay, that's different.
Yeah, it's very different.
The setup is totally different. So
let's say you have on your calendar, Outlook is saying you have a 9 o'clock appointment.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, your meeting's not starting until 9:05.
What?
So you have your 9 to right. So see, 5 minutes before.
Okay.
The buffer. So you'll have it on your calendar, but they won't be able to chime in until that 5 minutes. So it's kind of like, taking your minute to arrive and to get yourself together and all of that. So 5 minutes before is that buffer, and then 10 minutes after. So it could be, like I said, it could flow in together for 15, or it could be 2 separate time frames.
Okay.
But you'll see it on your calendar. I mean, you'll be there.
Mm-hmm. Either way, I'll be in place.
You'll be there. Yeah, you'll be in place.
I was curious because I know, how can I put this? Some of our teammates believe in rapid reviews, and I know that. So I just want to make sure that, I don't feel, because I'm not quite a rapid review person on the resume. I'm just detailed. It's who I am. So trying to make sure I understand, kind of what their setup is going to be, because that will, impact me too. So.
Yeah, and so on your end, I know we talked about this before, making sure that you're giving homework and having them take away and handle more of the things you would normally want to do with them, allow them the opportunity to do so on their own and then come back. So yeah, so that's something definitely to look into as how you can manage that.
Mm-hmm. That is, I gotta, like, that's my skill set, not quite on that level like that.
Because you're more of a counselor.
That's it. There you go.
Counselors go through and walk through and do more support than, hey, this is your resume, we're going to get down to it, boom, 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 and this is what you need to do.
That's it. And
that's what makes the roles are very different in that way.
Yeah, it's more business. It's more business administration opposed to a psychology major.
Exactly.
Swirls happening right there.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, my computer is working. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what just happened. I had to put in a whole new key code and oh my gosh.
Wow.
But anyway, okay. I'm still hanging with you here, Sonia. Let me see, can I pull you up now?
Do you need me to save and get out of this one?
Good. Let me see. No, keep going because we're good. What time is it? Got about 4 minutes.
I got a 1 o'clock.
Right. So let's scroll back to the top. Let's discard that at the top. And Sonia, you can take a look.
Why are you discarding it?
I didn't save anything.
No changes.
Didn't touch anything.
Gotcha.
And so remember now, you won't be on the back end even disturbing this, so you're good.
It's set up, so I won't be touching. Which is cool because I'm happy because at QLIS I've had to be front, back, in the middle. I get to
relieve you on that. Yeah, I was like, I'll take that on, whatever changes. I do not want my people even having to worry, but I want you to know where to go because something may happen to me. So I want you to be there and be like, oh yeah, I remember her going back here and doing all this stuff.
We'll know what to do.
At least how to start it and move forward. But yeah, this is going to be work in progress here. Now, what we want to do, so you can go back and definitely look at the other areas you're connected, because you're connected with all of the others as well.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go to where we can actually book. So if you will pull up the link.
Okay. So go back.
Mm-hmm.
This one is just us in general, right? This is our CER link. Okay. So
if you just pull that up in Google.
Oh.
Yeah. So this is our page. So this is where, Larry, you will go in to practice. Sonia and I have been practicing. So go in and Sonia, choose one of those, explore a career. And so that gives you those 3 questions and says, book this appointment to formulate your action plan. So just in case they need to know more. Okay. And let's click on that. If we go below, so you clicked on that tab.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So we stick there. So you click on the tab, and if you scroll below, this is where you actually sign up. Okay. So you have your calendar. Let's pick a day, Sonia.
Let's go with Monday.
Monday, you have all the times listed for everyone that has a queue here. Now, we see you're not available because you're not working, Larry.
Right.
And that's perfect. This is exactly so. It's perfect now. When I looked before, it was all 15-minute time frame. So it's ready. That's it.
Okay. Cool.
But let me see, Sonia, if we go 8, Okay. Let me go back to yours. Right. So 9.
And the next one at 9:45. Why did it skip?
So no,
Oh,
it should
I
be.
have some. I must have something on my calendar for Monday already. I might have something on the system because Eagle Q is still live for me. So.
Oh, okay. Well, go to mine. Look at mine calendar. See if it's the same. If it's the same, then that's off. No, because it's 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Before, so that means the rest of our times we have something on our calendar for that day. Let's want to try the other day.
Try. Oh, no, my calendar is not really that good.
Mine should be ready. Oh, I know Friday is open.
Okay. Let me give this to Larry, where you would go in this way. You would click on the date. You can choose a person. Please choose a person other than yourself, Sonia and myself, and choose a time.
So Larry, I'll choose. Oh, look, Larry not free on Friday. That's right. I'll go with Larry so you can see it. I'll choose 1 o'clock. You want me to scroll down?
Mm-hmm. Keep going. And this is where you fill out your information, your name, and all that good stuff. And,
Okay.
And Sonia, if you just scroll down, he can fill in. All of these are mandatory areas to fill in, so it's like our intake form.
So
and then at the bottom, you
okay.
keep going there, Sonia, and then book.
And then book. So that's that simple.
And then you'll receive your confirmation email, confirmation text, and then the person on the other end will receive it.
Got it.
You can go back in. Once you do that, you can go cancel it. You can rebook. So you'll see all of those instructions once you receive that initial email.
Sounds good. Okay.
Yeah, so that's it. So use the same link that you gave, but practice some bookings with us.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And that's it.
Okay.
All right. And yeah, so we have 2 towels specifically for career development. Sonia's going to be connected. And I'm also connected to Don't See What You're Looking For. So I'm on 3 towels there. So this could be a hodgepodge of things. I don't know. Did I send you a crazy message in that song?
Yes. You said my mama told me to come. Yeah.